What up? What up? Stats
What the
280. What
deal?
it
What's
do,
the
fool?
deal? What's with it? What's the deal? We got some exclusive content, and we definitely about to deliver tonight. Shout out to Clubhouse, Real Diamond Love. Shout out to Death of the Cloud Chasers. Shout out to everybody that's supporting this movement. You know, we keeping the truth alive. We got Deuce Sims. We got some interesting guests coming up. Stutterbox. Some audio from Mark Stevenson regarding Wack
Mark
100.
Steven.
Mark Stevens. I always say Stevenson. Mark Stevens for regarding Wack 100 on the Main Street case to add more context to what we're coming to an understanding of what who CS2 back or CS2 is. We'll gain an understanding of who that individual is, and we're gonna walk y'all through it. So therefore, there will be nobody lost in the sauce. So, Deuce, what you got to say?
Well, first, shout out the motherfucking U.O.D, the Resistance. Shout out Death of the Cloud Chaser. My boy Imam, Big Chuck. Um, since this clown first assassinated my character as if it was paperwork on Deuce Sims, when that nigga that's never heard of is you boo. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I got all my paperwork. I got a documentary on my life coming out. March Madness, be looking for it. But nah, since he did that, he got my attention. You want to politic, you make sure you politicking right and don't throw no motherfucking rock at no glass window. You understand what I'm saying? Or however the fuck that saying go. But we dropped the paperwork about a year ago about CS2 back on
Mm-hmm.
activechucks.com, which is my website. And and a lot of people were contesting, oh, you're reaching and he's not CS2 back and whack is two different things. He wasn't even named Wack 100 at the time. Right, but he was always Lil Wack Loc or Wack Loco from Pacoima Paru. His brother is Big Wack. That's his name from his set. Cash Jones. You understand what I'm saying? So he spent you slow motherfuckers because y'all wanted to believe the lie. So you niggas believed the lie that you wanted to believe. Wherever it fell as mate. Um, but within that paperwork, it was clear that the confidential source two back called Mark Stevens 3 times trying to get Del Dog number to say that Stutterbox got down and went fast. He also said that the phones were compromised. Del Dog didn't want to talk to him. Very wise man. That's how he was able to beat that case, him and 7 other Main Street Crips. Mark Stevens was also involved in that case. So today we're going to walk y'all through it, where we started with the investigation. We do have one of the dudes on that case, Stutterbox. Um, he should be coming on. Maybe I don't know if he got to download the app or if he have to, he'll come on StreamYard with us. Go shout out the Resistance, the U.O.D on YouTube. If you hit that link, there go Yael, pull them up. Hey, could y'all start pulling up the team?
Spider Loco in the building. Pull Spider Loco up.
Already did. I sent them 3 invites already.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. Sims, this little Benzo from Neighborhood 60s. But so it's confirmed that Wack is CS2 back?
We got the content. We gonna make that bitch ass cloud chasing, dick sucking ass nigga.
Monte, hey, keep my name out your mouth.
Hey, what's up, CS2 back? Salute. How your rat ass doing today?
Hey, that's crazy because, some of the homies were saying that some of the cartel members that he deal with fucking with us, the whole other snitch boy, it was a word around the grapevine and that they was trembling on that shit. Like, if they find out that he is a confidential, hey, man, Wack we might not see Wack for a while.
Well, we don't even need to go on hearsay because we got 2 people involved with the Main Street case. We got the actual paperwork. I
want to salute you, Deuce Sims, because you said this a year ago, cuz you cracked the whole little case down and everything, and niggas thought you was crazy when they was dick riding the boy. But real niggas do real things, man. So I want to salute you, cuz.
Hey, I appreciate them salutations. And it ain't just me. There's a lot of motherfuckers on this app that went up to bat and stood with me. Shout out the whole motherfucking resistance. Shout out Death to the Cloud Chasers. Shout out to U.O.D, Real Damu Love, and everybody else who continue to give a nigga a voice when a nigga try to smother nigga and smother my voice. Shout out to Spider-Lo. Shout out to Street TV. All of these dudes that were down to earth and like, well, let's hear out what really happened. Shout out ODM Slim. You know what I'm saying? The whole ODM Slim show. But getting back to the thing, today we ain't going to go on no hearsay. We got two people involved with that case. I interviewed Mark Stevens at 8 o'clock this morning. They called me last night at 2:30. I missed the call. You know what I'm saying? So I wake up this morning, I call him, and from 8 o'clock, we recorded. He wanted this to be known to the world because he wanted motherfuckers to understand what dirty politicking really is. Last night, we exposed 600. Hey, bro, we been exposing a lot of shit. Hey, I should start smelling myself, Stats. Now I know why you so arrogant, you know? Yeah.
600 just issued an official apology on his YouTube page. Niggas put that pressure on him last night. I want to salute niggas for that too. I was in there pressing a nigga. He issued an official apology to Unc, saying he had his facts wrong, and basically, he's tucking that tail because the Wolverines got on him.
Hey, Benzo, check this out, right? Like, well, I'm glad that we doing good within the community and people able to iron them out. But in that situation, we human. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna go to his door and issue that fuck a public apology. I'm gonna go to you first, my nigga. I was wrong. If you need that, I gotta give you that. I owe you that. I slandered your name in front of the world publicly. So after this, you ain't got to tell me to go and make a public statement since I slandered you publicly. But speaking of slandering, the nigga Wack100, he know that this was coming. I went up in there earlier today and I told that nigga, you're lying about managing Ray J. You lying about managing him at the time he dropped the Sexy Can I video. You went back and tried to backdoor Mark Stevens and still publishing royalties for a song you don't own. Shaquille O'Neal and Mark Stevens their publishing own 50% of that song. And then Ray J and Knockout owns the other. It was a joint venture deal, homie. So
let me ask you a question right quick.
Go ahead.
So basically, so everybody can understand, you saying when that CS2 back paperwork came out, right? The nigga who back was calling, that's Mark Stevens, right?
Hey, Stats 280, can we get into that content? Because I want everybody to be refreshed.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Y'all see that link up top? Could somebody play that audio off for the mic up? And y'all be able to hear Stats 280 on that link up top on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. All right. Y'all, they did everybody situated?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm about to play the audio right now. All right, let's get it.
Oh, hey, real quick before you get into that audio, Stutterbox just got on Robert Ross. So we'll start with that first, and then we can get into that. Stutterbox, what up? Can you hear us?
What's up, homie?
What's going on? Salute, Stutterbox. How are you?
So
what's going on?
I seen your post today on Instagram, Stutterbox, and what's so ironic, right? At the same time that you trying to confront this motherfucker who's dope fiending you and taking low blows or what you call it? Sneak dissing.
Sneak dissing.
Right? an opportunity for you to voice it. And it's ironic, it's the same day that we get the story from Mark Stevens, who said that this dude is running campaigns against people, especially Big U was one of the names that he mentioned. And he said that that's if it wasn't for their situation, that he wouldn't even be running his and dragging his name through the mud. You know what I'm saying? He's mad because once Big U found out from Mark Stevens that he was cooperating on y'all on the Main Street case, that he couldn't fuck with him no more. He's afraid that Big U would expose him. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So he
Okay.
coming with all of this. Now I remember previously on shout out Spider Low, Mosisi.
Shout
We
out Spider Low. That's the homie from the East Side.
right,
9-7.
right. And we was on this platform and we
East the deal, Spider Low. East the deal, baby.
Watch with it. Watch with it. We in here.
Deal.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. So back to what I was saying, we was on Spider Low show and we spoke briefly on this topic. And you said in a video that not only did you not tell on Wack100 and send him in his house when he got raided, but you said that you heard an audio with him on a wiretap conspiring to murder. Could you expand on that for me, bro?
I said his house got raided because he was on the wiretap. With dog, you know.
Right.
The homie not here no more. Rest in peace to the G homie. Rest in peace to all the homies. The homie Solo, the homie Baby Pat Rat. Rest in peace to the homies. I wish Dog was here to address this himself. You feel me? And
Right.
in my neighborhood, we got a strong policy when it comes to addressing stuff to the. But I'll enlighten y'all on different things. I wasn't the reason his house got.
And he going in and out. Can you hear me, Stat?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, from the room.
What?
Yeah.
Who shot Yael? It might have.
Here we go with the weird shit.
Here we go with the weird
send
shit.
Send him the link, bro. You know how this news about shit is. Send him the link.
No, somebody removed him. He cannot get back in. I didn't send it.
Wack sending his ninjas over here.
Yeah, so this is what we gonna do.
I'm here. I'm still here, homie.
Okay, we back with you right now, Stutterbox.
I'm a
Okay.
gangbang. I really don't be on this thing. My bad.
Hey,
I don't know how
this is
I don't
what
know how
we
this shit
gonna
work
do.
either, homie. I don't be on the internet like that. You feel me?
This is what we gonna do. Everybody get dropped to the bottom. Big Chuck, you stay up. Ghost,
I'm down there already, am I?
Stay up.
Nah, he not talking about you, Stutterbox. He on another application.
Right. Hey, there go Yael. Pull him up. All right. Hey, so we back with Stutterbox, man. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But he was breaking. He was breaking down how he was not responsible for the police raiding Cash Jones' home in the investigation on the Main Street shit and the investigation in the Biggie murder. Go ahead, Stutterbox. We
I
back.
was the suspect, homie.
Right.
So if this cop say I worked here for him, why is he trying to drown me? But anyway, let's get to what we on this app for. On this call for. What is it exactly you want to clear out? And I air it out, clear it out, however it got to go. Because, you know, I just heard about a text that I sent or supposed that was involved in, and dude had broken down and lied and
Right, right. Yeah, he spent that. So today I go up in the room on Clubhouse. Wack100 was in one of those Clubhouse rooms, and he was talking about the DJ and his connection with him at the time. And I'm like, bro, that man resting, you a motherfucking lie. He wasn't even fucking with you like that at the time of his demise, homie. You know what I'm saying? You in here lying. You smut motherfuckers out with dirty campaigns. Nigga, tonight I'ma flame your bitch ass up, nigga. You's a rat. You CS2 back. He said, yeah, you try to run that. Nobody gonna believe you. Nobody from New York gonna believe you. They haven't talked to Mark Stevens. So in the midst of this conversation, he sends the guy in the room a screenshot. Hey, look, what that say? And it read something to the effect it was you and him communicating. And on you communicating with Wack100, let me see. I got the actual photo, so I know exactly what he showed up. He said they on Mark on the line. They on Mark online. Stupid, call me. I'm off the line. Niggas be sneak dissing.
Yeah, I told
So
him that.
right, the way he tried to spin that once he showed it was oh yeah, his daughters want to talk to their Uncle Wack and this and that. I'ma bring Stutterbox on here who told on everybody. Blah blase blah. And I said,
Who
you
I
don't
tell on?
that's on
Who went to jail behind me?
he didn't he didn't even go into details about it. But what he trying to do is he trying to
But he dissed me. You saying he dissed me?
sneak this because you not on Clubhouse.
I ain't on Clubhouse.
So what was the conversation that he hit you with today? Because I know he called you
Okay,
back.
he hit me first. He told me do my son need anything because my son went live about how many niggas he done knocked out and all blasé. Because he been down 10 years. My son been down since he been 20. So Wax seen his post where he said he been drowning niggas, sleeping niggas, spanking niggas with shower shoes, knocking niggas out. He said he done knocked over 100 niggas out. So Wax had Max in with me and said, do he need something? That's what kicked it off. My son said he don't want nothing from dude. You know?
Right.
So I respect that. But then we went on into something else. You know, he offered my daughter something, she declined.
What was it exactly that he offered your daughter?
Some percentages in a diaper company for free.
Mysteriously after he had this argument with
He
me and
felt
I
good
told
this morning. He wanted to give my son some money, my daughter some money. But I'm this dude that's no good. I mean, I'm not this internet character, so I'm not finna go on here nigga can come smell my cologne, do Sam.
I heard the fuck out of that.
And we can get to it.
Right.
He know how I get down. I'm an East Side baby. You feel me?
So he want to offer your daughter a percentage in his diaper company just out of the blue. He just call you doing this with this
and want to
going
send my
on.
son some money that been down 10 years.
Right.
My son be home next year, so he said he cool. He don't need nothing.
Right. Okay, and then the final thing that we glad that we got that cleared up because it shows how much he lied and how he's trying to get out in front of this story that he knew was coming. And that's the exposing of interview with Mark Stevens exposing that he was confidential source to back on the Main Street indictment. That
right. Hey, Deuce.
What up?
And yes, Stutterbox. So how about this? When have you had any conversations with Mark Stevens after all this happened?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mark, my Muslim brother, homie.
Okay.
I love the brother. I talked to him probably last week.
Okay, so
he's a beautiful brother, and I love him.
Okay, so you speak of with high regards of him.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
we've had a little conversation. I was there to partake to kind of hear, but I wasn't the one to question. That's a little bit not of my business. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, hey, Deuce, you think we should get into the audio?
Well, yeah, I want to get into the audio, but I know Box be busy, so I want to get one more question from him so he could get back to his family and that little girl that he offered all of the 5% of his company to, right? So on the video when you said something about conspiracy to murder, what actually did you hear on audio of Wack100 that the feds had but haven't charged him for conspiring to murder?
Let me see how did that shit go. He was this is coming from the police, so I don't like the police lied on me too, Deuce Sims. But I'm gonna say what they allegedly said. He said he allegedly gave Dog my address, homie, and I told you that they was in front of my house, so somebody gave them the address.
Oh yeah, so this is to give a little context for those who haven't
So
followed.
if I get killed, whoever gave him the address gonna get conspiracy to murder. But if I don't get killed, they can get conspiracy to attempted murder because they shot up my Rolls Royce, put 17 holes in my Rolls Royce. So
Right.
don't
So
let jump on whoever passed the baton. So it's a question mark there, homie. You know, we from the streets. We know that.
right. Well, we definitely wanted you to have be able to have your voice so people can hear two different sides because it's always two sides to every street, right?
Right.
So
But this nigga always hollering about I told on everybody this and that. Why don't this dude just come and smell my cologne, man? Let's get it out the way, do Sam.
I heard the fuck out of that. I don't think that he got that kind of courage. And I don't think if he did come, he'll make sure he got the police with him.
Yeah, man. I'm just all this internet shit.
I respect the content, homie, but I understand where you're saying, you know, every time I hear Wack talking about you, cuz, and you know, I'm little Benzo. Benzo's my dad from RSC.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So RIP to my G homie, my pops. But
rest in peace to the G homie.
All I hear is Wack, and he always try to talk about, Stutterbox. I'll call him right now like you a puppet or something. But my pops always spoke highly of you. You know what I'm saying? And the things that you did out here in these streets. So I know Wack be portraying that. Oh, I'll call Stutterbox shit right now. He gonna say whatever I say, do. But a lot of niggas, you know, niggas ain't respecting that shit, homie.
None of my dissing no homies on the line for dude.
Right.
None of my rolling 60 homies. None of my homies from 30 blood from Friends. None of my homies. I'm not dissing nothing for dude, man. On the dead homies. On Dog, nigga.
That's
on Solo. On Fat Daddy. I'm not dissing none of the real niggas for no nigga like that got my name filed in his mouth.
Well, we just want you to get your voice out.
I slap the taste out of his mouth. That's what I do on the dead homies.
Hey, I don't think you're gonna get up on them, Box. That nigga he know how to make sure a nigga don't get to him. So yeah, bro, we gonna keep this PG-13 because I don't want nobody in jail. And
right.
Salute you. Enjoy the rest of your night, man.
All right, out, y'all. I'm out.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, y'all heard that yourself. Good question, Stats 280. Good look in the box for coming up here. That's one of the people that was involved with the Main Street Mafia case, as well as the Shaquille O'Neal whole situation and everything else. And he admits that that he should have kept it in the street. You know what I'm saying? So, and he didn't.
Question,
go ahead.
So this Yael. So the thing about it is, so the whole purpose of it was to basically clear up that CS2 back is officially Wack100.
Well, you putting the wagon before the horses. Let us get into the what you call it.
Get to that, homie.
We about to
Hey, good look. Hey, CS2 back. Hey, we finna get into this content so everybody know about you. Go ahead, Stats 280.
Yeah, so this right here is about to be world premiere exclusive. You know, y'all about to get mic up, please. Y'all about to get some exclusive content from Mark Stevens explaining and giving y'all descriptive detail on who is CS2. So we about to get into that right now.
I thought you was gonna do the other video first.
You said getting y'all descriptive detail. Hold on. You say what?
I thought we was gonna do the other video first for content because a lot of people context. A lot of people don't even.
Oh, you gotta remember you gotta add the screen.
Okay, let me do that. Everybody on StreamYard, if y'all want to keep up on it, go to U.O.D. The Resistance, or you can go to Active Chucks, Let me make sure that I share my screen. Stats 280. Let me know if it's showing it.
Yeah, it popped up just now.
All right.
Oh no, that's dudes. That ain't the screen.
Yeah, I couldn't hear y'all for shit, so I had to leave and come back.
Can you see can you see my screen yet?
Yeah, I can see you. I see
Oh,
you
I
for
didn't
sure.
share it. Hold on. No, not me. I want
Yeah,
you to
you
see.
gotta share it. Yeah, once you share it, it should pop up.
Is that it?
Hold on. Yeah, we got it.
All right. We finna run this to give y'all context on this whole paperwork situation. Shout out my bro.
Of a felony as an adult. Listen, I have never been convicted of a felony as an adult in life. Here he is with a felony charge in '05. He was definitely an adult. What happened to the case, right? Cash McElroy Jones. Date of birth 4177. Offense date 4/16/05. Wack100. There have it been convicted of the felony offense of assault with a firearm, intentionally or knowingly possessing a firearm while he's on supervision and under parole. What's going on here? How did these gun charges disappear? 2005. This is what happened, y'all. All these charges surprisingly disappeared once he decided to agree to cooperate on the wiretap on Main Street. Pay attention. Don't sleep. Don't slip. On crib. All right, so State of Texas versus Cash McElroy Jones. State's brief in opposition to defendant's motion to suppress. To the Honorable Judge Judge of said court comes now. State of Texas by and through her Assistant District Attorney and files this. Her brief in opposition to defendant's motion to suppress an above styled and numbered cause, and as grounds therefore the state would show the court the following. Defendant was indicted on January 26, 2006 for the offense of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon under Texas Penal Code 46.04. On August 15, 2006, the defendant filed a motion to suppress any and all tangible evidence seized by law enforcement officers or others in connection with the detention and arrest of Cash McElroy Jones, in this case, or in connection with the investigation of the case, and any testimony by the Texas Department of Public Safety trooper or any other law enforcement officers or others concerning such evidence. Also, the arrest of Cash McElroy Jones at the time and place in question, and any and all evidence which relates to the arrest, and any testimony by the Texas Department of Public Safety trooper or any other law enforcement officers or others concerning any action of Cash McElroy Jones while in detention or under arrest in connection with this case, quote unquote. The court heard testimony regarding the defendant's motion on May 19, 2010. Wow, hold on. It took four years to get that. Trooper Darren Chase and Deputy Julian Torres testified at the hearing. The state urges the court should deny the defendant's motion to suppress and in support thereof would show the following. Statement of facts. On April 16, 2005, Texas Department of Public Safety Trooper Darren Chase was on routine patrol on Interstate 40 in Wheeler County, Texas, when he conducted a traffic stop of a brown 2005 Cadillac passenger car for traveling 77 miles per hour in an area where the posted speed limit was 70 miles per hour, as confirmed by his radar. After the vehicle came to a stop on the improved shoulder of the eastbound lane, Trooper Chase made contact with the vehicle on the passenger side. As he approached, the driver only rolled the passenger window down about a quarter of the way. When the trooper requested that the window be rolled all the way down, he was informed that was as far down as the window would roll. During the period of time which the trooper was speaking with the driver and the driver was still in the vehicle, the passenger continued to sleep. All right, so Wack is driving. All right, so look. It say the trooper advised the driver, later identified as Cash McElroy Jones, that he had been stopped for speeding. The defendant replied that he was a truck driver and always runs about 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. The trooper then requested identification from both the driver and the passenger. The passenger had to be woken up in order to provide identification.
The trooper then asked the driver about his trip and was told that they were going to Tulsa, Oklahoma because his brother got drilled and they had to take his mom back to California for the funeral. He further stated that his brother's body would be flown back, but that his mother could not fly because she weighed over 400 pounds. Whoa. Upon questioning of the passenger, Robert Jones, the trooper was told that their brother had been killed and that they were going to Tulsa, Oklahoma for the funeral. Hold on, that's two different stories. But Trooper Chase observed that during the time he was running the routine driver's license check, that Cass Jones, the driver of the vehicle could not stay still. He was antsy. He a beginner. The elbow was shaking in his boots, y'all. Uh-oh. The trooper observed that he was pacing back and forth. Whoa, bending over. Yo, you was bending over, yo. The trooper observed that he was pacing back and forth, bending over, bro. On rolling clips. Look, he was indicating to the trooper that the driver was nervous. Look, he was hot, y'all. Look, he was bluffing. The trooper observed that he was pacing back and forth, bending over, and looking back at the vehicle, indicating to the trooper that the driver was nervous. Wack was nervous. The trooper know what time it is now. He like, all right, I see him. I know what time it is. Also, during this period of time, the trooper observed that the car was running from April 16th, 2005 until April 18th, and that they were traveling from Palmdale, California to Tulsa, Oklahoma. After completing the warning, the trooper went back to explain it to the defendant. The trooper observed that while he was explaining the warning to the defendant, he grabbed the clipboard quickly and signed his name very quickly. After the defendant had signed the warning, the trooper asked him if he had anything illegal in his vehicle. And the defendant turned away and stated no in a low-toned voice. It was at this point Trooper Chase asked the defendant for permission to search the vehicle, and the defendant became combative at this request. Ultimately, the defendant denied the trooper permission to search the vehicle. No, can't search it. He was being snobby because you know he's from Pacoima. You feel me? His heart was still beating. He was just acting tough. You hear the heartbeat. A K9 was requested, and Deputy Julian Torres arrived with the K9 22 minutes later. The K9 alerted on the vehicle. Whoa. And a probable cause search of the vehicle was performed. During the course of the search, troopers located a black rifle. Wow. A black shotgun. A loaded black pistol. Wow. Along with several clips and a large amount of ammunition for each gun. So he's scared as hell right now. So let's go back and see. That's a black rifle, a black shotgun, a loaded black pistol, whichever you prefer, along with several clips and large ammunitions for each gun, large amounts. See, keep in mind, he's inside the 5-year range of leaving prison still. So you're not supposed to get caught with anything like this. Not even a replica. Both the driver and the passenger were arrested for unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. Whoa, both of them. A further search of the vehicle revealed a cigarette rolling apparatus, which contained a strong odor amount. I thought he said he never was smoking on the chief stick. So I guess it was brothers. Okay. Arguments and authorities. So they told you, him and his brother went down for it. Unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. That ain't what you want. That is not what you want. All right, so arguments and authorities. The court should deny the defendant's motion to suppress.
So the court denied his motion to suppress the evidence.
In this case, was not
illegal. He's breaking down, and if you're on StreamYard, you're able to see the actual paperwork from a case that Wack100 caught in Texas. And we're bringing y'all and making sure that y'all know about this case because it's relevant to why he was out here working, why he was out here trying to line niggas up and so he could stay out of jail, right? You see the motion to dismiss, and suppress the evidence was denied. But Wack100 said that it was dismissed in the interest of justice because it was illegal search and seizure, which ain't gonna take 4 years to get anyway. Like when you file your discovery motion before preliminary hearing and all of that, you done already put in pretrial motions for those 995 motion to dismiss motions. We talking legal jargon. Y'all might not be able to catch up. But he goes into breaking all of that shit down as far as that case and the pistol cases that Wack got. So he's a parolee caught with all of this artillery, and he's still out. So listen to this.
It's important to mention the dates, right? His case got dismissed or denied in 2010. The paperwork this nigga upped on Instagram claiming that, in the interest of justice is in 2011. So there's a year gap right there.
That's the picture that's on StreamYard right now, that the state's motion to dismiss having been pro to me on this 8th of March 2011, and the same having been considered, ordered a judge and decreed that said above entitled number cause be the same hereby in or whatever. Let me continue to play this for y'all so we can sum up on that.
Got dismissed, but it's like it just.
I'm just saying though, but this is the problem though with these niggas, especially these dudes. Like, look, bro. First and foremost, stop gauging where niggas is from and where whatever, and based on upon what a nigga's supposed to be doing. See, because where I'm from has no bearing effect on what I'm doing. Oh, the truth be told, I haven't physically lived in my neighborhood, bro. Since maybe 1992. So fuck where I'm from. And then when I went to the penitentiary and got out in 99, I didn't put road in my motherfucking neighborhood. That's a bozo move. So when niggas say, hey, I'm from this city, that city, I'm from South Central, I'm from Compton, I'm from Watts. Dude is from over here. No, nigga, I'm from the world. I don't know. I don't just hustle in it. I don't even hustle a city. I hustle the world. The product or the business I'm in requires me to deal with the world. I'm not dealing with the state of California, just the city of LA. No, I hustle the world. So it just trips me out to hear a motherfucker say, well, I'm from here and he ain't official. Well, I don't know what that shit means. Well, what does that mean? You mean because you still broke and you stuck in the ghetto and you ain't figured it out, that makes you official? Well, if that makes you official, I'm gonna stay under. I don't know what that means. I don't get it. Now, when I gotta go work these clubs and niggas see the flyers too and shoot these videos that be in the middle of all these niggas' neighborhoods and do all this shit we've been doing for the last 2.5 decades, where y'all be at? Because everybody named mama beat them. Every set, every walk, every enemies, whatever you want to call it. I just, at the end of the day, it's just funny to me. Now I'm finna get this paperwork on Spider Brother. He's a rat. I know because I sent Spider the paperwork. He should wanted it. And
another slandering, and he still ain't produced this paperwork. Just notice the trend though.
But me and Spider was tight. I wouldn't
shout out Leroy Smith.
Give it to Suge because he wanted to do some bullshit with it. So, since we playing paperwork games.
CS2 back in here. Hey, mic up, CS2.
I don't mind playing the paperwork games. I'm pretty good at this shit. Ain't no nigga in his right mind run paperwork games the way I do, and he ain't getting you on paperwork. I walk 9 prison yards, bro. Loud as fuck. I've been loud.
The nigga say he walked.
Nigga ain't been loud.
Hey, that nigga said he walked 9 prison yards. Nigga did 3.5, 4 years. Started in YA. What's the 9 prison yards you walk, nigga?
Hey, but tell me this though. First of all, even if my brother was a rat, what do he got to do with anything that's going on in any of this shit? Like, why he? What is that? Like, why do he even talking about that? What they got to do with something? Anything?
Well, I don't know. I'm just seeing the trend. He quick to throw a nigga name in the mix, but he still ain't producing receipts.
Hey man, why y'all over talking about Aunt, gang? Y'all niggas tripping, gang. Bro. Fuck is y'all.
Hey, who is that weirdo? Get him out of here.
Yeah, we good.
Whack his auntie.
All right, let's get back to the content.
All my life, gonna stay loud. I don't have crime. I was my big brother in the passenger seat. He'd never seen a courtroom in the state of Texas a day in his life. That nigga was in California State Correctional Facilities the whole time I fought the case. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I don't know what niggas is getting to. I don't get it. It's weird to me. But hey, keep it up, because every time I go on the platform, I'm just gonna show the paper. You wouldn't know, nigga. I'm gonna give you any nigga that say they called a case and beat it and argues with a nigga, that nigga's a rat. Because all you do is give him the dismissal paperwork and let him look like a bozo arguing with that.
What they was trying to say is, even though it got dismissed, how did you get it dismissed? They don't understand. And
hey, bro, you know why? Because a nigga like Spot had never been to the penitentiary. You do know dude never been to the penitentiary. So that lets you know he ain't never been up under the gun fighting no case. Every nigga know about an illegal search and seizure.
True.
If you don't know about that, you's a bozo.
It is therefore ordered that defendant's motion to suppress evidence is denied. Signed,
That's on StreamYard right now.
The
motion to dismiss the gun case.
But here go a nigga who he can't show you a rap. He might have some DUIs and some drunk in public and some shit like that. But he ain't fought no cases to understand what that is. How about cars registered posted? What they come back to?
I ain't sure.
Nah, you know, all my
business.
All vehicles are registered to a corporation. They're not registered to a human being. You know why? Because a corporation can never have a warrant. Another roadblock, another monkey wrench in these programs. If you don't set layers up for you to be able to defend yourself when something happens, then you wide open. Facts. A lot of these niggas run around here with $50,000 with the jury, and they ain't got an attorney that they gave a $10,000 retainer to. I spent down there $400 fighting that case. Why? Because I don't know these motherfuckers in Texas. I think they all rednecks to some extent, so I had to use my attorney. He tell me I'm a Jewish guy. They know who I am, Jeffrey Brody. Me walking in Shamrock, Texas, Willard County, is like you walking in there, hang us both. So what I'm gonna do, since you don't trust them, I'm gonna find a top attorney in that area. I'll do all the filing, I'll write up all the shit, and then I'll send it to him, and then they'll just be our face. But you're gonna have to pay him as if he's doing the same work I'm doing. That's what it took. I wasn't comfortable dealing with a motherfucker down here in Texas, and him and the judge and him and the arresting officer might be related. I wasn't fucking with that. So I had my attorneys out here follow all the motions, all the shit, send it. Then the Texas attorney walked it in. That was it. So I thought it cost me double the money. I beat the situation up. Now watch this posted. Yeah. You probably wondering, but damn, Wack, we thought you was doing trucks and music. Fuck you doing.
So he goes in and try to wiggle out and say he beat that gun case. It took 4 years for them to dismiss it, but the paperwork showed that it wasn't dismissed. Usually, usually
from the dildo from Mainstream Mafia Crip, God bless his soul. He resting in peace right now. And Stutterbot, a couple weeks ago, Wack100 is confronted by a video that his social media from Stutterbot, and because Wack had been claiming, the police said Stutterbot told him to get on me, he snitched on me, but they didn't find the police ass nigga. Nigga, the first code of conduct is you don't talk to the police. Nigga, you is the police, nigga. Officer Wack, snitch ass 100. You should be silent and violent. This dude keep kicking my name. I told this nigga I'm gonna drown his ass, homie. On Main Street, I'm gonna drown cuz. First of all, the bears don't come unless they already got they snitch. And if they got they snitch, nigga, they come because they got you. You understand what I'm saying? And unless you're talking off the foot, which would mean that you signed a proper agreement, which is also called a queen for a day. So anyway, Dog gets a call on the wiretap. Now I want y'all to remember, hey, shout out Tiny Draws, man. Tiny Draws told that nigga, you on paperwork, nigga. What's up, back? What's up, back? And didn't nobody understand why he was calling him back. You lying. Are you dumb or something? How young back? Go ask your uncle if he didn't see my daughter. How young back? Let's talk about a little back. Who's back? I don't know. You know who back is. I don't know. You know exactly who back is, nigga. I don't know who that nigga is. You know exactly who back is. Stop playing these games, nigga. Who that nigga is. You know about Marky Mark. You know about Stutterbox. You know about Dale Dog back.
You know about Marky Mark. You know about Stutterbox. You know about Dale Dog. CS2 back. Confidential source number 2 back. We finna get this. Once this audio finished, we go get into this interview with Mark Stevens because his name is in the paperwork that we broke over a year ago. Let's finish this shit up.
Stop playing these games, nigga. Stop playing these weird ass games, nigga. Yeah, stop playing these games, nigga.
Hold on, what Stutterbox got to do with something?
Yeah, you.
Hey, what Stutterbox?
Man, put that on Pyro. Put that on Pyro.
Stutterbox just
That's gonna be another story we gonna talk about later.
What Stutterbox got to do with something?
I'm talking about that paperwork, nigga. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You saying I'm on paperwork?
Bro, am I lying? Put that on Pyro.
You not wax on paperwork?
Put that on Pyro. You
Put
not.
that on 6-0 wax on paperwork.
Nigga, you on paperwork. Put that on Pyro. You not.
Put that on.
Man, put that on Pyro. That you not on that case.
Produce it.
Put that on Pyro. That you not on that case.
You know I'm the one got told on,
Put
right?
that on Pyro. We didn't make statements.
But once I get into this paperwork, you're going to understand that that was one of the names that the feds used for confidential source number 2. So we finna get into the paperwork. So Tiny Draw said that the nigga name was back and that he was on paperwork. Well, the paperwork is a transcript of a wiretap. And it's from Dale from Main Street Mafia case, rest in peace. So we goes to the first page and it has the session 18202. This is the wiretap, date and time 8/5/2008 through 9/22/38 to 9/29/39. Duration 7 hours 1 minute.
Somebody mic up.
1 second.
Somebody mic up.
Dale tells this is the feds right there. Dale tells Stevens that your boy Box, referring to Stutterbox, we can all agree to that, right? Went south. Back wants Dale's phone number. Back needs to talk to Dale. It's important. Back what? Right? But it also says CS2 back. CS2, for those who don't understand law, is code word for confidential source number 2. So you get into Dale talks about Box incident and Back wanted to talk to Dale. Wack wanted to talk to Dale though. Mafia talk and someone talking too much. Box with a question mark. Sound like Back, which is Wack, has info on Stutterbox and talking about phone lines being compromised. So Wack is wanting to talk to Dale Dog, so he goes through the Mafia's talk, who we gonna use as Mafia talk.
When I say Mafia talk, I'm talking about Mark Stevens. This is going to coincide and give understanding to all of this when y'all hear the interview with Mark Stevens directly after this. Hey, share the motherfucking room. Y'all with the resistance. Let's go.
For this, not to involve nobody else, right? He tell Mafia talk, look, I need to talk to Dale Dog. That nigga Stutterbox went bad. Well, Wack knows Stutterbox because that's his neighbor. In fact, that's how Wack even know Dale Dog. So the only way you would know that the wires is tapped, and the only way that you would know that Stutterbox had went bad, nigga, is if you done went and talked to them people. Wack admitted that he did go talk to them people on the 64th floor. So
the nigga met with the police for no reason at all, told the police that I was transporting keys of cocaine for Suge Knight from Tijuana, Mexico, up to Seattle, Washington. They spent down there $400,000 tracking devices, following me around for 6-7 months, wiretaps, all kind of shit. Raided my motherfucking crib, didn't find nothing. Cut my wife up, searching, going through everything. They ain't found nothing. When I went down to the federal building, my attorney to get my shit they took out of my office, every bitch was on that floor with FBI flak jackets on. That's the first thing I saw. I'm like, damn.
it goes into saying, Box punked the game. 2 messages on Mark's phone. Mark is involved on the game business and operations. Dude, Back is calling on
Now, the paperwork is up on StreamYard right now. You able to check it out. It's saying that he received several calls from confidential source back. Not one, not two, but three, but he missed a couple. And then the third one, he actually talked to him. So keep up, because we want to know confidential source number 2 back is the one that called Mark Stevens asking for Del Dog line. Let me play this shit out.
Another line to Mark. So it says, hit me about 3 times. He want me to give you a number, so I'm calling to clear with you first before. So Del Dog was like, I'm cool on that, brother. Right? Nigga, he don't even want Wack to know his number. He on here talking like he just super cool with Del. Nigga, that nigga Del seen the snake in that bitch ass snake. So the nigga Mafia, he come back and say, oh, okay, you don't want? All right, so you don't want to do no hollering, all right. He said, what's up with you though, man? Del Dog changed the subject. So the dude Mafia style say, look, we'll talk, man. I'm just gonna tell that nigga, man, oh man, well, you know, homie, you been on the phone with dude, and you know, like basically you been on the phone with Stutterbox, and you know, like, you know what? I'm saying you right, man. No telling what lies he told a nigga on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So they already own Stutterbox and Wack100. And then so this Del Dog, and then thought when you call the dude, you make the dude talk about certain stuff on the horn, you know that's what they got going on. He talking about Stutterbox and Wack100 got that going on. I ain't got no time for this dude. So then Mafia style say, I mean, you know that's good information. See, now I know how to, like I said, I ain't helping the Wack boy in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't helping the Wack boy in a minute. That's what the paperwork said Mark Stevens said, because that's who called several times. The Wack boy. Wack100 said, oh, I wasn't Wack100 until I got on Instagram till later. Nah, but you was Lil Wack Loco, named after your brother, rest in peace. So, nigga, you was Wack. And we gonna let and Mark Stevens gonna explain what he got from that also when we get into that audio. But remember, CS2 back called 3 times, called several times. He asking for Del Dog hookup. Del Dog don't want to deal with him. That was confidential source number 2 back. So then later on in the dialogue, you find out that back had just called 3 times, but he was the Wack boy. Y'all said that I was reaching. Y'all said that Mark Stevens would know who the fuck called him. Well, we got Mark Stevens today, baby. Hold on.
Set him up. So he didn't even want you to have his fucking number, nigga. You's a piece of shit. So hold on, we ain't finished. We got some more shit that's gonna talk about that, or confidential source number 2, aka Wack100. Go to the next page.
That's cool.
With other leaders of the Lawrence Gang organization, CS2 is able to provide limited information regarding violent assaults committed by the mainstream mafia crip, including shootings, burglaries, and murders. Confidential source 2 is unwilling to testify in court against members of mainstream mafia crip because confidential source 2 is fearful of retaliation against confidential source 2 and or confidential source 2 family.
So confidential source 2 that made the 3 calls to Mark Stevens trying to get Del Dog number to tell him Stutterbox went bad and that the phones is compromised. we find out that later on that's the Wack boy, confidential source number 2. Y'all don't believe that though. But confidential source said he feared for his life and his family life, so he wanted to remain confidential. And it says that he has provided historical information concerning the gangs previously. That paperwork is on StreamYard right now. So we gonna cut that short. Paperwork party on Clubhouse, nigga. Hey, CS2 back. Pull up, my nigga. We ain't gotta yell. You can argue with Mark Steven, your Cody, nigga. You say you helped 7 Main Streets? Yeah. We got to the truth, my nigga. Let me go ahead and get back to StreamYard and my nigga
on some real shit. It's crazy how this world going to a circle. In the Bible, it says tables can always turn. We went from Big U being a snitch to that being cleared up in one day to now Wack being a snitch, cuz street justice, homie, rolling 60s.
Salute. Hey, let me turn off my camera, stop my screen. Stats 280, you with me? Stats.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
Now we gonna have to give the people what they waiting on.
All right, give me a quick second. Give me a
nigga.
quick second, real quick.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, man, ping up. We got what y'all waiting on. We got that.
Man, this motherfucker should have 1,000 people in it. Real talk, homie.
The Clubhouse bully is laid to rest today, nigga. You're dead to the world, you bitch ass, rat ass nigga. But we gonna let the nigga Mark Stevens tell y'all about it. You know what I'm saying? And how they figured it was Wack100 because that was who called him. And they went to trial. Dale Dog was facing 3 strikes, bro. If he would have took a deal, he getting 3 strikes anyway. So he was forced to go to trial. When you don't go to trial, bro, a lot of times the paperwork, you don't get access to all of the discovery. You know what I'm saying? Your lawyers ain't gonna give it to you, but they gotta give it to you under your 6th Amendment right. And when you file for discovery for trial, he ended up getting the paperwork. Hey, share this motherfucker. Welcome to Real Damu Love. Today is the rise and fall of a clout chaser, internet gangbanger that was a confidential source for the federal government. Share this motherfucking room. We breaking the internet tonight, nigga.
Hey.
What up, Brick Baby?
What's your deal, baby? Like, bud, I said, hey, you didn't send me this one, SPI. I thought you was gonna be burnt out. Nah, I was already what you call it? What I'm about to say, hey, so Mark Stevens is the one that he a part of the work too, right? That he was a part of the case. Just catch me up, because I know Mark Stevens is somebody that was a part of the case. I'm just
not only was he somebody a part of the case, he was Shaquille O'Neal business partner, right?
That's where I know Mark name from.
He's also the agent for Ron Artest and a lot of other NBA players, right? He was caught up. He get caught up on this because of all of this snitching and shit going on. And confidential source number 2, aka Back, or aka the Wack boy, was calling, and in the paperwork he's identified as Back, as confidential source, calling Mark Stevens, trying to get Del Dog phone number, right? So the actual paperwork is a wiretap, but it's been transcribed into court document form, right? Yeah. And when he get this call, it was several calls that was made trying to get we ain't talked to you in months. We facing this case. and now all of a sudden you blowing me up trying to. So what's going on? Hey man, Stutterbox went foul. He all bad and the phone's compromised. So they'll get the word, and he said, "Well, how you know the phones is compromised unless you working with him? How you know Stutterbox went bad unless he went bad on you?" Hey, nah, Mark Stevens, I'm cool. I'm cool on that brother. This is in the transcript.
Yeah,
So
I'm cool on him. Don't give me my number. I seen that part. I read that.
right.
Yep.
So now
That's Mark Stevens right there, who he talking to on that call, right?
right. And so I interviewed Mark.
Verifies it right there.
So I interviewed Mark Stevens, right? And that's the audio that we finna drop right there. Make sure this brand on No Jumper and give active chucks. U.O.D. and Death to the Couch chasing the resistance to that fuck shit Wack got going on. Exposes right at. So he breaks it all the way down. He has 300, I think he said 300 and something pages of documents that's unreleased. So Wack, we gonna expose your bitch ass now. You can run to Europe and hide out and tuck your tail like the bitch you is. You know what I'm saying? Closet.
Do says for the record, can you state what hood you're from so niggas don't know this ain't no crib nigga hating on the blood?
Oh no, I'm Deuce Sims from LA Brands, FHN, homie. I'm the hit squad John. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't even. Hey.
I'm back now. Salute.
That's
Let's
right.
get this thing active. Hey,
Okay.
listen.
On 600 yesterday.
Who that? That's Lil Benzo. That's Lil Benzo.
Yeah, that's little Benzo.
Fair enough.
Who all in there? We got Brick Baby in here too, right?
Yeah, we got Brick Baby, we got Pop
Okay.
LQ, we got
Pop
Little
LQ.
Benzo. The neighborhoods in here politicking on me, my nigga. I
Okay, the
need you to
neighborhoods
jump
in here
in.
politicking, man.
Yeah,
Watch
they
with
like,
it, man.
nigga, state where
Y'all
you
ain't
from.
here. Y'all ain't here with all the 40 ounces on the floor, man. Pick that shit up.
Hey, hold on 1 second before you go, Stats. We gonna let Benzo make a statement for his uncle.
And 600 came out today with an apology sincerely from his heart. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the hard heads finally got to him. Shout out to Brick Baby. Hey, I'm Lil Benzo, RP my G homie, Big Benzo from Rolling 60s, Arlington Avenue original, homie.
Hey, I'm glad that me and
six salutes.
I'm glad that we was able to help bring the truth out of that situation and live on the internet. Shout out Death to the Cloud Chasers, the Resistance, U.O.D, Real Damu Love. That's just keeping it a buck. But we got a couple Damus in here. We want to make sure that y'all know up in here. We got the homie Big Messy. He's from Pacoima, Peru. You know what I'm saying? The same neighborhood as Wack100.
What it do, man?
Or Wack claim his neighborhood.
Man, what's happening, y'all? Salute to everyone. Salute to you. Just
Salute to you.
We got G-Mac, another representative of the Pacoima Peru.
Hey, Deuce.
What up?
Salute. Hey, is it safe to say, hey, Brick Baby, that apology you was gonna give, you gotta take that shit back now?
I gotta take it back. But what I say, when we get to the bottom of it, I was gonna do it. And we was
Facts.
to the bottom.
Okay.
Facts.
Hey, Brick Baby. Just so you know, Brick Baby, we got the content, my nigga. Hey, Stats 280, turn this shit up.
Shout out Damu Love, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout it out. Real Damu Love.
Pop LQ.
Hey, man,
That
shout
part,
out.
salute.
Yeah.
Salute. Let's get it, man. You know, we in real.
Man, you already know I'm politicking with the truth, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, though. But look, we about to. Hey, hold on.
Hold
y'all
on, let me
hear me?
tell him. Hey, one mic, can y'all hear him?
Yeah, one mic.
Hey, everybody, mic up. If you come off the mic, we're gonna have to shoot you down. We getting into the pull up 415 Kumi, please. Monitor the group. Don't nobody come off their mic. We finna play this interview with
Mark Stevens. Yeah, we about to get into this audio right here with Mark Stevens. You know, we shout out to Real Damu Loves. You know, this Stats 280. We got Deuce Hands. We got all the real ones in here. Shout out to everybody that's participating, that's in here. You know, this is what makes the content real and authentic. When you have substance and you got real people that got a voice that's valid, and hey, we gonna
Stand
stand
on
on what
what's
the
true.
fuck we say. You know, we
Right.
gonna keep the truth alive. So with that being said, I ain't gonna keep running my motherfucking mouth. We about to let this audio do what it do. Let's get it.
Tell me, can I hear this?
That's it? Just more. Okay, just more. Let me get my voice. So, yeah, I got the audio. Like that. What's going on over here? All right, we got Mark Stevens on. And, all right. Hey, Mark, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all hear me? Yes, sir. Yeah, we can hear you. Salute Mark Stevens. Yes, sir.
Hey, it sound kind of muffled,
I
Snap.
just had a,
Nah, that's how it sounds. Trust me, it
Okay,
get
go
better.
ahead.
He claimed that DJ, what's the brother name, rest in peace? K Slay. K Slay was still fucking with him while he was dead, and that they were putting Nick D and YG and all of them on. And I told him, bro, you a fucking lying. K Slay wasn't even fucking with you at the time you was dead, bro. K Slay was being managed by a whole other people. Why are you trying to push false narrative? He's like, well, you don't know nothing. You don't even know. I said, listen, bro. So he said, well, look at this. He showed a PCR where it showed that Certified messages that they own with Mark right now. Tuesday, was talking to that effect. He said, so you talk. I said, so you admit that I talked to Mark Stevens this morning? Yeah, I already know that. Well, listen, bro. What I do also understand is that he wasn't managing him at the time. You're lying about that. You try to steal the rights to Sexy Canna, well, not the rights, but you try to receive royalty off of Sexy Canna when they own 50% of the record and so does Ranger. He denied that. Can you clarify how that went first? Yeah, we did a joint venture, Knockout and Deja 34 Records. We did a joint venture, and I own 50% of the album. He owned 50% of the album. Ray J was I think you I'm saying Ray J to get ownership of it, right? All right, so Ray J apparently had some dealings with Sound with Death Row and Suge. And long story short, Stutterbox brought me to Ray J. When I went to Ray J, I took him right to Allen Grumblatt and Koch Records. They informed me they couldn't touch him because it was the politics with Suge and Death Row that had to be clarified first, and the debt had to be paid before they was willing to move forward. Wack called Suge to set up a meeting for me. I met Suge probably 3 times. The last time we met, we was in Vegas. We went to the Patton Mayweather fight, and then that night we smoked cigars. We went to the suite, and we hammered out a deal. And we did the deal where he released him from everything, and he was able to sign with Koch, Deja 34, and do the joint venture with Knockout. Right. And at this time and period, y'all was still kosher with Wack100 and Cash Jones. Y'all hadn't came about for the information of his involvement as confidential source to Wack, which is incorrect. Well, correct, because I was the one who put Wack with Ray J and Koch because I wanted somebody to look over him while he was on the West Coast and he had to deliver this album. And because Ray J, he was claiming blood, I put him with Wack, and that's how they got tight. It was a security issue at first. He was his security. And Wack even brought him to New York. He brought him to my hometown. He took him several places, but he was his security. And then after my album was done and we didn't have any more dealing, I guess that's when he started managing Ray J. Okay. So, okay, so
real
that's the
quick,
only thing
Snap.
with that. And at the time,
Yeah.
Could we pause the audio? Tiny
Yeah.
Draws, is that you that just came in? Hello? I think Tiny Draws in Goo. Pull up front CEO. And
He didn't want to come up.
okay. Hey, in the audio so far, Mark Stevens is talking about Wack100 at first was put up under, he did hook up a deal where Mark Stevens could talk to Suge to get Ray J out of his deal with Death Row. He had to pay money to get that. Wack100 did set him up with Suge. He met with Suge several times, paid the money, and got the contract. The lawyer said the lawyer name, got the contract signed, and he even says that he had some more problems with Suge after they did the deal or whatever. But at that point, the nigga CS2 back, well, Wack100 was just a security because he was a Damu. They put him in that position for linking him up. So this is the man that we talking about. He was the help. This nigga ain't no CEO. He started managing him after the conclusion of the deal with the Sexy Can-I record. Let's get back into the audio. Stats, you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I gotta get the action point on.
Bear with us. Hey, share the motherfucking room. Wack, you wanted the clout, nigga. We gonna give you the clout. We gonna make your bitch ass famous. One of the most famous rats that ever did it. Hip hop police, nigga.
All right, we good.
and that's how they got tight. It was a security issue at first. He was his security. And Wack even brought him to New York. He brought him to my hometown. He took him several places, but he was his security. And then after my album was done and we didn't have any more dealing, I guess that's when he started managing Ray J. Okay. So that's the only thing with that. And at the time of DJ K-Slay's demise, rest in peace to the brother, he was not fucking with Wack100, right? Man, rest in peace to the homie, man, K-Slay. K-Slay was actually writing a book. He was writing a book. And, in the book, he was telling all the real, and it was funny because he used to call me because he used to be like, yo, you hear all these lies being told, and I said, yeah, bro, but I wasn't on the internet game like that. You know what I'm saying? I was doing other things. I got invitations, to sit down and talk about what took place, but I never did. But Slay was real pissed at that shit in his last days because he felt like dude was just, he was portraying something and a role that he really wasn't. He didn't come in the game like that. Who put him in the game was me and K Slay. That's who put him in the game. And he was security for Ray J. That's how it started out. He was security. Okay, and you own the Sexy Can-I record 50%, and Ray J owns 50%, right? Yes, sir. And once they started returning publishing after the new law passed with the DMCA and all of that, at some point did Wack100 try to go claim royalties on a record that you hold the intellectual property to? No, let me tell you what happened, man. When it was time for royalties to start being dispersed on the album, I didn't even know, I get a call from Wack because he told me that some money was owed to K Slay. Because I did an album with K Slay too. So he said, yo, man, I know you got a royalty check
but some of that money belongs to K. Slay. Now, you got to factor in, first of all, I talk to Slay all the time. I didn't know where he had got this misinformation from, right? But I do know he had a relationship with cops. So long story short, I called Slay. I said, look, homie, if I owe you anything, it ain't nothing to pay, but let's go ahead and wait for the royalties, all the paperwork to come, and we're going to see what's owed to who. Long story short, I didn't owe anybody. But what it did show me was, and to this day, Wack has never called and said, yo, man, it was my bad. I had misinformation. That was your royalty check that you were supposed to get off the sexy can. He always just put himself in the middle of something and throw a rock and hide his hand.
Right. That nigga put his
used. So, okay,
he's
so
a
you was cool
middleman
with him from the beginning, even negotiated on some business.
I met him with Stutterbox. I met him with the homie Stutterbox. That's how I first came to meet Wack, was through the homie Stutterbox, right? When I met him, dude was driving trucks, seemed to be cool. Box was like, yo, this was his neighbor across the street. He seemed to be cool. When Stutterbox defected, Wack picked up the phone and was basically being the interim, the middleman. Because he was telling me Stutterbox was defected. And I was like, okay. But my whole thing is, if he defected, why are you fucking with him?
Right. Hey, pause.
Right.
Pause
he said,
the audio. You got Mark Stevens saying that Wack, he introduced the Wack through Stutterbox. At some point, Wack100 tells him that Stutterbox defected. And he's looking at him like, then why is you still fucking with this nigga? Right? If he defected, what you want? We met you through him. Hey, man, ping the fuck up. Hey, somebody, Kev Mac videos, salute to Kev Mac. Somebody ping a Poetic Flacco. Let's get no jumper in on this since he got a show with Adam. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we got the content, nigga.
We got the content, and let's get into it. We're about to reveal.
Right.
Okay, so salute to that. And we about to reveal who CS2 is. So tap in, keep your ears sharp and close.
Ping up, invite. We finna find out who confidential source number 2 back, the Wack boy, really is. Let's go.
So phone calls asking to speak to someone else, right?
Yeah, he called me.
Salute, Clay. Let Mike up.
He called me, man. It was bad.
Right.
Everybody, mic up. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. So he says that Stutterbox is defected, and then you get some phone calls asking to speak to someone else, right?
Yeah, he called me. He called me, man. It was a series of calls, 4 or 5 calls. He wanted to reach out to the homie, rest in peace, Bell Dog. And I don't give out nobody now, so I called the homie Bell Dog. I'm like, yo, homie, you want to holler at this dude or what? Because he keep calling me. And he was like, nah, I'm good on that. I want to holler at dude. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Hey, Stats, is that where that one clip?
That's where that is at. Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, share up the motherfucking room. We finna go into clip 2. We got 4 clips. Duke Sims with Mark Stevens on who CS2 is.
Mark on there and draw. That's it. Just Mark. Okay.
Big draw.
So
Yeah, that's I got the audio right now.
Jay Slay.
K Slay, was still fucking with him while he was dead.
Hold on. No, that's the first one. Hold on.
Right, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Hold up. It wasn't meant for y'all to get all of that yet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 100 EBT, where y'all at? I thought y'all ran Clubhouse. Nigga, y'all didn't run nothing but your mouth like your rat ass big homie, nigga. He is no longer a member of the Bloods or the Power Rules. We denounce this man. He is not a representative of our culture. But yeah, man, we gonna get into some other shit. We gonna get into this. Hey, we gonna get into this content where he even talk about how he pulled some bullshit on Wacko. This nigga's a snake middleman, bro. And if he had that much money, why is you steadily trying to work people up out they shit? Y'all remember Blueface said he don't know what kind of contract he signed.
He lucky Wacko don't be doing this internet shit. He'll bleed,
Yeah.
Okay, hey, we back on, man. Stats
Okay,
280.
we back on.
Back with it. Get your popcorn, get your liquor, your soda, whatever your beverage of choice. Get situated and relax and comprehend. That's all we ask of you. Keep the truth alive.
When he contact you, what did he contact you concerning?
He wanted to reach out to Del Dog, rest in peace. And he wanted to give Del Dog some information that he had gotten from Stutterbox, right? It's like he was getting information from Stutterbox, what his plan was, what the get down was gonna be. And he wanted to talk to the homie and talk to him. The dog wasn't getting on the line with him. He kept blowing me up because he wanted me to get him on the line.
Smart man. Rest in peace to Del Dog, man. So he's talking about phones is being compromised. Is that one of the things that he told you?
Well, the homie Del Dog never trusted dude. Follow me?
Right.
So Dog didn't know was the lines compromised or was they wired up for sound or not. He just wasn't gonna chance it. You follow me? Right. But it was later on. After they took the case to they was taking it all away because the homie ain't had no choice. You know, he was facing a life sentence, so he had to take it all away. And with all the lawyers that was involved, they was able to get the discovery. That's when we found out that the lines was compromised.
And as soon when you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretap?
The whole transcript. I got the whole transcript. Whole transcripts of the whole wiretap.
And do you, in that paperwork, do you see your conversation with Cass Jones in them transcripts?
That was the initiating. When they started recording.
Right. And how did they refer to Cass Jones?
In the paperwork they put him as Back, B-A-C-K. And
correct.
I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is? I ain't talked to no Back. They said, nah, that's Wack. But they put him as Back because he a blood. Or Back. I said, oh, okay.
Was this Back also referred as confidential source number 2?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Well, man, I'm glad that the truth was able to come out. And it's sad.
But bigger than that, homie, right?
you know, I watched dude, man. He said some things about the big homie Shaq, you know, that wasn't true. Said some things like he been trying to destroy the big homie Big U name, and I'm seeing and watching this. I called the big homie U. We was talking. I said, "Yo, when you get into Atlanta, man, come see me, cause I had what I had for years." When I gave it to the homie, I said, "Man, you read it." It was a big ass textbook. Shit. The homie just sided with what was right. Said, "I can't fuck with dude no more," and that was the end of that.
Until Wack started attacking, and that's when Wack started attacking him with false allegations and all of this online weird shit, right?
Correct, because the homie Big U asked me why I didn't fuck with the nigga, and I said, when you pull up, I'm gonna show you. I want you to read it. When he read it, it was like, oh, okay, I see why you don't fuck with the nigga. I can't fuck with the nigga. And that was it.
Wait, how long was it from when you first got it that you let you in Atlanta to show him the work?
I got the paperwork from attorneys probably in, want to say 12 or 13, because it was a series of, remember the incident happened in 07, 06, 07. Box had went to prison. He called a drug case, so he went to prison, and they waited to almost the last month of the statute of limitations to go get the homies from Main Street. Right. So it had been about a 5-year period from the time that had happened to the time that they came and got the big homies. Then once they got,
how did you feel about you waiting that long now?
Well, he chastised me, and I never. One of the things, bro, and it's like it's the slippery slope, as people say, right? Like on one end, Wack, he wasn't doing no harm, right? He was just trying to move around and be the tough guy.
Stat. Hello? I don't know what happened with Stats. Maybe the audio fucked up or something. Maybe he'll be coming back in. But there you have it. Mark Stevens, who's on the paperwork that we showed in the previous video, the one who received several calls from confidential source number 2 back. And when he pertaining to saying that Stutterbox went bad and that the phones was compromised. But Del Dog was a whole lot smarter than this little boy, right? Del Dog, see, he trying to get lined up. Nigga, I met you through him. So how you know that he went bad, right? How that nigga know that the phones is compromised? Nah, hashtag thinker. Rest in peace, Del Dog. You know what I'm saying? He seen the play and took all precaution. And this dude tried to line him up. He called Mark Stevens several times trying to get Del Dog line. And I don't just give out niggas' number, man. Let me holler at the home. Hey, this nigga talking about this, you talking about that. Del Dog saying, nah, this is what Mark Stevens is explaining. Then he goes so far into saying the reason that he's explaining this now to the world was because he got tired of the fake shit online where this dude is dragging Big U's draws through the internet on YouTube every day. But the reason that this nigga is doing it is, you with me, Stats? Stats 280.
Hey, Deuce, can I ask you a question?
Hold on 1 second. We have a technical difficulty. Can you hear me? He said he can't hear me. Well, they say everybody can see and hear me. They can't hear you. You might got mute on or something. But so back to
You
this.
can hear me?
Yeah, there you go. The audio has stopped, bro.
All right, hold on. Give me a quick second.
But you know where it stopped at?
Yeah.
Okay. But so now you hear him saying, yeah, I remember when Wack100 was calling me trying to give me that information.
All right, you want me to play from there?
Yeah. Let's get
All
back
right.
into the motherfucking audio because we got several audios. Go ahead, Stats 280.
Shaq. So I heard what he was saying about the big homie Shaq, and then I heard what he said about Big U, and that's when I picked up the phone. I said, hey, you, man, I want you to read something, man. And once you read it, once you know, you know. That Quran, the Holy Quran. Once you know, you're accountable for what you know. And when he read it, he said, okay, I see why you don't fuck with dude. I can't fuck with dude. And that was it. Let me tell you something, man. You probably haven't seen nor talked to Wack for years, you know. And, I wish everybody success and happiness, but not on the basis of life. Right.
Not on, and to be indicative of your character, Mark, because you have a whole campaign publicly of a brother that's heavy in our community positivity, helping get these kids graduated from school and into football and all these other positive things. And he's muddy his name through the mud just because he decided not to deal with it.
And brother, well put. Look, I call the homie Big U all the time. I call him the naked truth. And he always be like, why you call me the naked truth? I say, because Wack is the well-dressed life. You know, it's an old parable about truth and lie when swimming. And, lie jumped out the water, put on truth clothes. But if you had a well-dressed lie, is truth got out the water and it was naked. You got the naked truth that's trying to run down a well-dressed lie. Feel what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is with the homies.
Well, yeah, man. Well, I know you a businessman and you stay on positive shit, man. I'm sorry that we have to even delve into these negative accusations that got a lot of people, good people, man, caught up in it. But we needed to get the truth where truth appears, falsehood disappears, man. And I want to hear that for myself, man.
Man, hey, man, I appreciate you, man. And, God bless you. Like I said, man, it's a lot of things is just a well-dressed life. That's all I can say.
Right. And that's what Cash Jones is. He is a well-dressed life.
Yeah, and Big U was the naked truth. It is what it is. He always stood on the side of truth. He ain't never wavered from that. From the time I gave him that paperwork, I watched him take assault after assault because he just did the right thing. He just said, I can't fuck with you.
And I'm so glad that he ain't responded publicly to these negative lies because he's above that shit. Let him stay low. You just stay high. Don't let this man trick you up off the street or the feeling like you got to address every lie he makes up every day.
Well, and then you got to understand too, bro, it's, I told you about throwing a rock and hiding your hand. What's the motive for throwing the rock to begin with? If we know the rock is being thrown, but what's the motive? Only thing I saw the homie Big U do, put out a great documentary on hip hop. I see him, man, putting these kids through college, sending them like I'm trying to understand what's the motive, or is a motive that we can't comprehend because we don't think on those levels. You feel me?
And that's perfectly said.
And I'm gonna tell you this: in all of my life, being from the community of South Central Los Angeles, the only time I ever heard of a public uh, uh, artificial dissemination of disinformation through COINTELPRO and J. Edgar Hoover, man. And I'm just gonna drop that to you and let you go, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, man.
Likewise, Steve.
All right, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
All
And
right,
there
that's
you
what's
have it.
up.
Hey, Stats, I want your reaction. I'm gonna mic up.
I'm gonna be like, to be honest, like this shit was like a movie, because being that we was chasing this shit as far as like, you know, getting all of the details, trying to putting all this shit together, especially you know what I'm saying? You like, look, check this out, check this out, check this out. And then like to hear Mark Stevens, I always say Stevenson, Mark Stevens, um, you know, just finally confirm it and be like that missing pieces. Like we had all of the pieces, we heard all of the lies. That's why we was always against this nigga. Like, bro, you be lying, bro. Like, and then he expect us to believe him. And then especially when he did the false paperwork on you, then he did some little false little bullshit allegation on me. It was just like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? So like getting Mark Stevens' missing piece and the way he articulated himself, it was like damn, we really got the nail in the coffin. Like you really are CS2 back. This whole time niggas was calling you by your real name. CS2 back. That's really you. That is who you are. Like bro, that it was amazing. It was amazing.
We gonna make a link and put that up that audio up, but we gonna think of, for all you businessmen, that content creator, before we release that, we know it's going viral. We just exposed a federal informant on the internet. We just exposed the hip hop police on the internet,
Factual.
connected to the Death Row, Tupac Biggie murders, this Keefe D case, also connected to Shaq and Ray J and Game and all of these other things. All alone, he out here working.
Mm-hmm.
Confidential source 2 back. And if Del Dog never goes to trial, we would never got that information. But he was forced to because he was facing 3 strikes. You know what I'm saying? And now we got Mark Stevens who says, yeah, that's who called me. That's who was trying to get Del Dog number back. The Wack boy.
Have y'all been ever to determine who was confidential 1 and informant 1?
No. We was always focused on 2 because throughout the transcript, Mark Stevens identified what said the name Wack in the statement. He said, I ain't helped the Wack boy in a long time. He just called me 3 times with this information. So we know that. Hold on real quick.
Go ahead.
So when they do the transcribing, they think he's using Wack as far as it was lowercase w. It wasn't a capital W, like a descriptive word, like this whack ass nigga, right? So they didn't capitalize the W on the transcript, right? And it slid through. But once you realize, even before we got Mark Stevens to verify it, but when you realize that the person that called Mark Stevens 3 times with this information was confidential source number 2 back, and he mentions this Wack boy, and he's telling you the Wack boy, confidential source number 2, is Wack. That's why he said, I helped get 7 Main Streets on the. And I said, well, what is you? Is you on that case? Nah. Why is you involved with the Main Street case? He haven't helped get no 7 Main Street off that case. He was trying to line Del Dog and them up. He jumping on these niggas' case so he can stay out of jail and live a lavish life. But he faking like a gangster. He's faking like a Pyru. He's disrespecting men with integrity, morals, and stand-up qualities, codes of conduct and ethics, and rubbing their name through the dirt because he don't respect none of that. The reason he don't respect none of that, because he already went and jumped on that side, on the 64th floor. Y'all be careful on this internet. The FBI donated and hiring with millions of dollars informants on these internet. Just think about that, bro. Imagine you pulled up and did something, you going to jail. How many niggas assumed that he was solid because he fucked with Big U and this and that and crashed out or did some shit on him? He got some get out of jail free cards right now for the next stupid shit he get caught up on. Because he gonna tell on them niggas as soon as they crash out. He turned on Stutterbox. He turned on Big U. He turned on everybody on that 100 side, whether it was the rat nigga Big Snow, whether it was
No Billy, Corey King, he went against everybody. Disrespects every single day. But while he crashed and burned, I'm going to pay $750 to put this video on World Star Hip Hop. This is going to be the warning for all of you real niggas that's on the street, in the streets, about how to stay off this internet. You see the shit with Keefy D. Bro, this shit is real.
Hey, Deuce.
What up?
What I was trying to catch that part. What he said that Big U stopped fucking with Wack in 2013 when he told him about the situation.
Big U.
So he come on the app acting like him and Big U was still tight.
Because he didn't want people to start questioning why they wasn't fucking with each other.
No, he said that he stopped fucking with Unc because he went in there with Ernie Grunsfeld and tried to steal his contract.
But bro, that was a lie.
Exactly. Unc been stopped fucking with him before he made up that lie about the Ernie Grunsfeld shit.
Right. Hey, Pop LQ, let me ask you something, right?
What it do?
So you hear all of this shit right now, right? And you understand how this nigga every single day, Big U exposed Wack100 by Wack100. Big U this. Big U ain't responded to this man publicly. Right? Why do you think he would continue every day to attack this man and drag his name through the mud after he seen the paperwork and didn't fuck with him no more?
Plain and simple, he's trying to trick him off the street. Big Bro backed up, man, because dude was a hot tamale, man. He was out here working. When Big Bro got the word, he pulled back. They ain't fucking fucking. Dude was worried about if he was going to be exposed, so he wanted to destroy Big Bro credibility. So when Big Bro did decide to expose him, it'd have no validity. That was the witch hunt. That was the motive right there for all this bullshit.
And then he used the puppet. Shout out to the whole team, man. Great interview last night with 600. I'm glad that he jumped on the stream, but he apologized today because he had a battery pack put up in him. A nigga with bad intentions, an old nigga who was a buster. And we gonna have the homies from Pacoima speak on this too, right? Who was a buster, and it's a bunch of riders out of Pacoima. Get money, gangsters. Hey, but he's not one of them, right? This bitch ass nigga probably have a nigga crash out just so that he could put him in jail. Last night, 600 said the reason he brought it to the internet and not straight back to Big U, even though he'd been there prior, said they had a father-son relationship, even though later on it comes out he got Boo Bop, that Draws had already previously faded him, then called him out for a fade at another occasion, which he turned down. But if you was cool enough to bring that to the internet, you supposed to brought that to the table in the hood, and niggas politic and see what's real is real. He admitted he didn't even read the paperwork, homie.
Let's get it straight though, Deuce. I think this nigga, you gotta hold on, Benzo. Deuce, I think something weird with this nigga 600 too, bro. That nigga moves like an agent, bro.
Well,
that nigga moves like an agent, bro. He's stumbling across his words. He's saying that his seals, his files is sealed. But like, if your file's sealed, your whole case gonna be sealed. Why is it only one part of the
plea agreement is sealed because the cooperation happened during the plea agreement. The whole case would have been sealed if it was something else. The plea agreement is sealed because his lawyer asked for that plea agreement to be sealed so nobody could dig it up. Come on, man. We ain't stupid, man. That's when the cooperation happened.
Hey, Benzo, flame the nigga then.
Why else would someone... Listen, cuz, we all been to the pen. We all been on the yard. Listen, homie, you come to the yard with a sealed plea agreement. Either you got to pack it up or we finna whoop you. And nigga don't want his feet whooped, so nigga gonna get him out of there.
Actually, I ain't been to the yard, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
We gotta make sure we stay on topic of this discussion.
Right.
Wack is back. Remember, the paperwork stated Wack was a lowercase W. It was passed off as a typo. So everybody looked past it because it was a lowercase W. The fact that they said Wack, they was intentionally saying back, but they slipped up and mentioned his original name. They used the B because he's a blood. So for those who are illiterate or not really, articulated that understanding, this is what you're getting. The person that everybody running to for the bag and to put him on and everything is a confidential informant. Hey, and I got another thing, though, my people wanted me to bring up on here. I just got a call in the back. Listen, Unc just said, I thought 600 became a millionaire from a check from Wack. So was that check to crucify Unc?
That shit was capped. 600 ain't never seen $1 million a day in his life.
Hey.
Just asking the people, cuz we on Clubhouse. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Hey, let me get to the homie. Hey, Big Mass, you in here, homie?
I'm almost
asleep. Old ass in here.
Hey,
I got one more thing to throw out there. I'm on the phone right now. Hold up, cuz. Listen.
What it do?
Lil Cuz just got drafted to the Chargers. Now, is this some type of funny money ball? Put the smut out on Unc? So we could talk about that. Unc got a scouting service and everything going on. Did they pay Wack to come at Unc on that type of tip? Because yesterday Unc was the snitch and Wack was the hero. Now today Wack is the snitch and Unc been cleared up, and the nigga that was smutting them supposed to be from the hood is apologizing. Let's talk about it.
All right, we finna get right into that. Hey, shout out to the whole team for this. What you call it? We gonna end the live on YouTube on StreamYard, and we gonna continue this conversation on Clubhouse. The YouTubers is in the house. They is streaming, so this will be on YouTube. Hey, salute Stats 280. Pull up. We in real Damu love.
Let's get it.
All right, now let's